2, 1, Beyond the Movement. Eljay.
Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Movement.
Of Eljay. It's the Eljay Show.
So are we going to tell them?
Sure, we're recording this episode round 2 because Eljay didn't hit the record button.
Okay, stop this recording now. I'm done. You blasting me on social media,
Eljay
bro.
is not the tech guy of this team.
Blasting me on social media, bro.
All right.
Anyway, we want to talk about, are you useless or useful?
You're so angry now. Round 2 is so upset.
Bro.
Okay, we're talking about the definition of fitness, health. Break it down again.
Since we've never touched on it before. Health, by definition, if I can remember correctly, is absence of disease, illness, or injury. And fitness, in my own words, since I didn't look it up, is just being capable of doing the task at hand.
Yeah, and for me...
Physically, I
For
guess.
me, my personal definition, it's something that I talk to about with like many people, because everybody has a different definition of what fitness is. We're not talking about the Webster definition. My definition of fitness is the ability to do whatever I want, whenever I want to. So that means I don't want to be limited by anything. If I want to climb a mountain, if I want to play soccer, if I want to play football, not only do I want to just be able to do that task, I want to be extremely proficient at said task. If we're playing football...
Which involves skill.
Yeah. If we're playing football, I want to be one of the powerhouses of said football. If we're climbing a mountain, I want to be doing it like not winded, not gassed, holding extra weight. Like, for instance, I had vacation in Nanaimo. We were clam digging. When we went clam digging, it was like a cliff drop off. We had to walk down all these flights of stairs to get down to the beach. And then we had 5-gallon pails. We filled these 5-gallon pails up with clams, right? And then everyone was dreading taking the clams up because the 5-gallon pail full of clams, she was heavy, and everyone didn't want it. Like, oh no, how are we going to take these clams? How are we going to take these clams up? I saw it as a challenge. I was getting excited. I was like, oh,
It's like a workout.
what should I do? What should I do? And I ran kind of into the bush, and everyone's like, what the hell is Eric doing? And I felt so happy and proud to be theoretically the most capable. I was excited to do this task. I'm like, nobody wants to. I'm the powerhouse. This is the challenge. I'm going to take it on. I found a big stick, snapped it, ran back, hooked one bucket inside, hooked the other bucket in, lifted it onto my shoulder, had 2 buckets, 5 gallons. So 10 gallons worth of clams, and I took it as a step-up workout. I hit all of those steps, and it was actually beautiful. I wish I had it on video, because after I did all of these steps and I got to the top of the mountain, or the top of this huge cliff, it was a hefty cliff, my man. I remember it was in British Columbia, just so much trees and green. It was still sunny out. It was like a light
Just
at the end of the
beautiful.
tunnel. Like as I was reaching, there was sweat pouring down my face and my eyes, and I was like breathing hard, but I was treating it like a workout. And as I looked up at those final set of steps, and there was sun coming from those steps, I was like, boom, I did it. And I actually beat everybody.
Yep.
I was in front. I was the one doing the most work, and I was the one who got up the fastest. And that was a proud accomplishment, being like, that was a fun challenge rather than a pain in the butt.
Imagine how that day would have been if you weren't there.
Yeah.
For everyone else.
I'm sure they would have got accomplishment out of it.
But yeah.
Once it's done, but they weren't excited to tackle it.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, this is going to be fun.
Well, and then some people probably wouldn't be fit enough to, like, you know what, I'm going to do this by myself.
Or they have to share.
I'm gonna step up. Yeah.
Share the load.
Yeah. Or can you help me with this?
Yeah.
A few steps here and there. Now I need help. So this topic kind of came about because my wife and I were talking about, are you actually fit enough to be useful? So, and if I can go back to that example of, let's say, hiking with friends, right? Some people are healthy, some are not, some are fit, some are super fit, right? To me personally, I don't want to be the person that everyone else is waiting for. No offense, if you're in that boat right now, or you're that's where you are right now, hopefully you're striving to be better.
Our last pick for the sports team. Oh man, we got Eljay on our team. Oh man,
There's
he's
like
just gonna hold us
10
back.
boys lined up. There's 2 teams. Okay, we want that kid. We want that kid. Last one. Well, I guess we have you.
It's not even a popularity contest in those moments for me, because what I remember, like playing football and stuff, I wasn't picked first, but I was picked normally like, let's say third. Yeah. And I'm not saying that out of like pride or something, but I'm saying people knew that I was fast runner and that I liked being fast. I prided myself on how quick I could be. So with playing football, they're like, yo, we need a runner. We need somebody who's going to take this ball to the end zone. Eric's one of the fast guys. We want him. Boom. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the fast one. Lisette.
What's that? I was going to say, I'm like, is she faster than you, bro?
I'm coming for you, Lisette. Ooh. Ooh.
It's coming.
Oh, man. This is just going to be a never-ending thing.
It's about to go down. Yes.
Boom.
Last week, I was at, was that Sunday? Sunday from 5 to 9. My kids are in gymnastics. Apparently, and I didn't know about this until just very recently, that we need volunteer hours. That's why we're not paying that much for gymnastics. All parents, basically, it's kind of like instead of them getting employees to set up and tear down like a spot if they have an event, they just require like parents to volunteer, set up or tear down.
Yeah.
So I volunteered last Sunday between 5 till like 9 p.m. It was surprisingly hard. 4 hours of like manual labor carrying stuff that's like odd object. One side's heavier than the other. It's not like your usual barbell or whatever that's like just even weight, right? And I'm happy, very happy to know that I am very capable of working that hard for that long and not even feel tired.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of people there. Again, we're talking about someone who's healthy, someone who's fit, someone who's super fit, and someone who's a little useless.
Yeah.
Sorry for the word useless. I don't really like using that. But again, at that point, there were people there that were useless.
Yeah, it travels in other ways too. Like I was helping a friend move over the weekend. And they're like, "Oh, sweet, Eric's coming over. He's a powerhouse. Like he should be able to handle some. He can help. He can help with the big stuff. And some of that stuff, honest to God, there's two people carrying half a piece of a couch, and they're trying to get in the doorway, and they twist it, and it's kind of awkward and stuff. And then I kind of sneak in, and I'm like, hold on, let me grab that one. Hold on.
And now you're
now I have the whole thing. Let go, everyone. I got it. And they're like, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, let go. Like you're actually becoming a hindrance now by holding on. Just give it to me, and I take it. And they're like, oh wow, ooh, look at that. He's got the whole thing. And then I just whoop, go and put it down like. No problem. And they're like, oh, wow, thank God. Like, oh, yeah, that's helpful. He's here type thing. Or like lifting treadmills and stuff like that in people's houses. Like, no problem. Like,
I feel good being useful on things like that.
Let's cut it down. Again, this is our second time recording this bad boy, Eljay.
We love doing this, but that was a silly mistake.
Okay. We've touched on different points now already, like talking about a second time. Let's break it down.
I think we're still getting the same point across, but...
To the emergency situation.
House burning.
In a state of emergency, house burning, car accident, somebody's trapped, somebody's hurt, somebody needs help.
And this is real life. These things happen.
You break it down to people that are fit, healthy, and less than... I'm not going to say useless, less than, or don't have it, right? You'll find that the people that are less than, or maybe it's not even an issue of like no longer fit. Maybe they're just elderly or a child, okay? If you're an adult, hopefully you can take care of yourself. But people that are less than require assistance. People who are healthy can normally handle and take care of themselves. But those who are going to help others are normally the fit ones. They have a level of fitness or a level of capability that surpasses what you just need to take care of yourself, and now you can take care of other people. Like house burning down. Can you get out of the house by yourself?
Yes.
Safely. Now, can you
help someone else?
Can you grab somebody and throw somebody over your shoulder efficiently? Or are you a hindrance? It's like,
without hurting yourself.
When you talk about somebody that is less than or less than on this scale of health and fitness, if they're beyond and they travel more towards the sickness range, like... If a sick person is trying to help another sick person, you have two sick people down.
Pretty much.
Right? So, versus a sick person just tries their best to leave and get out of the way, and then a fit person comes in and takes care of the other one. Or a fit person comes in and takes care of two. Like sometimes in an emergency situation, those who are not capable physically, mentally, emotionally, they just cause more problems. And now it's 2 bodies down, 3 bodies down.
It's funny, like right now, even like I enjoy CrossFit, I enjoy weightlifting, but having 4 kids, I mean, some of these thoughts will will come around that, yeah, what if the house is burning? Right? And then let's say, what if my wife's leg all of a sudden is messed up, and then now house is burning and I need to carry her? Am I capable enough?
Not carry her out slowly either.
Oh no, it's now.
But
yeah, and I still got to go back for the kids, or I just got to carry everyone. Like I am proud to say that I feel like I can. At least I have that feeling that I am capable. A lot of people, I don't think, will have that confidence to know that worst comes to worst, I can go to 110% of my full potential and be able to do this task.
Fit people too, in general, like it establishes a level of trust. Being, if me and you were on vacation somewhere chilling or something like that, mm-hmm. and you were farther away, I'm confident in my ability. I'm pretty confident I could grab all 4 of your kids. Mm-hmm. I could pick them all up.
Yeah.
And I could transport all 4 in a quick manner to wherever I need to go.
Very efficient.
All 4 of them. I grab all 4, 2 per arm, and I can move all of them. Mm-hmm. No problem.
You're just extra good at being human. That's kind of what it boils down to. Like, there are basic human tasks, like carrying, climbing,
but that's where that leadership and trust comes in, right? Like, there's a lot mm-hmm. of people that 100% trust me in situations like that, or they're like, oh, an emergency. Like, I've gone on family vacations where it's like, oh, an emergency, something goes down, or people's safety is in question. They feel more comfortable because they know I'm around.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's okay though, because Eric's here. Oh, we got mm-hmm. Eric. If something goes down, they got to deal with Eric.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like puts me in a position of power, if you will, being like, oh, okay, like if something does go down.
Well, not even that. Like, it's just it feels good to know that you can. Mm-hmm. Right? We were talking about fitness earlier. Like, when there are things that you can't do, it means that you have a hole in your fitness. Mm-hmm. When there's things I mean, obviously not ridiculously, like if it's 1,000-pound car and I got to carry it by myself, well, there's not a whole lot of people in the world that can carry 1,000, like can deadlift like 1,000 pounds, mm-hmm. right? But you should be able to, like, if there's like 2 other people, you should be like, I feel good that I would be the main guy who's trying to get this thing done.
Putting a lot of effort in, yeah.
Right? Training to be useful, not to be useless.
Yeah. And a lot of people, they approach their fitness too in such a superficial manner, being like, just trying to look pretty, right? Again, our last episode we recorded, we talked a lot about human ambition. Mm-hmm. Like, when people, like, are you comfortable just being mediocre, less than average or mediocre? Are you cool with that? And if you are, why? I don't understand that. If you're just like, oh yeah, I just like I've said this to people before, clients, personal training people. Mm-hmm. I've never had anybody complain to me that they're too strong. Nobody's ever said, man, Eljay, I'm just way too strong. I need to lose some strength.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's unheard of. You can never be too strong. You can never be too fast. You can never be too fit.
You can never be too fit. Especially when there's things that are outside of your control all of a sudden happen to you.
So we talked previously in previous episodes about bare-ass minimum fitness. We're not talking about bare-ass minimum. We're talking about being more than the bare-ass minimum. We're talking about being more than just average, more than just mediocre.
I'd be scared, I guess, from a different perspective now because I have kids. If I was less than capable of what I am now, I'd be scared shitless. Like, if my kids, just thinking of scenarios and knowing in my head that I can't do anything for them, I'd be scared.
When I have kids, it's important to me that my kids feel like I'm a superhero, like I can handle everything, at least mm-hmm. for the duration of their childhood. I told this to my dad, mm-hmm. that I used to think he was a superhero mm-hmm. who had all the answers, and it made me feel safe as a child. Yeah. Now that I'm an adult, I'm 30 years old, Dad and I will have a conversation and be like, yeah, like, Dad doesn't have all the answers, and Dad's still living his life, and he's mm-hmm. still learning every day, and he's still challenged with things mm-hmm. every day. But as a child, it's important to have that safety, that comfort, that security, that Dad's got this.
Yeah.
And I hope if and when I have children, mm-hmm. that my kids view me as that way. I think, speaking on behalf of your children, mm-hmm. I think your kids feel that way about you.
I think they do.
I think your dad, like your kids think, Daddy's a tank, Daddy's fun, Daddy's playful.
Mom's the boss. But Daddy can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like Dad.
Pretty much.
If push comes to shove, Daddy can handle business.
Yeah.
And I hope that's what I have with my kids when the time comes.
Yeah.
But that's a good feeling too.
Yeah. And I think you're on that right path. just waiting. Never mind. Anyways, we're just waiting for the kid. Anyways, I think we got our point across. If we can encourage people to, instead of like just, hey, I want to be in the healthy body fat percentage range.
Talk about steering into struggle.
You can, I guess you put that beautifully earlier if you want to.
Well, we talked about steering into struggle being like the body and mind's natural response is always to chase the path of least resistance. Yeah. It always wants what's comfy, cozy, and convenient inside your little comfort zone, your little square of comfort.
And then if I can interject, those people who are seeking convenience and comfort are 9 times out of 10 on that spectrum of they're the ones who always need help in terms of anything, like if it's anything physical.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So with that being said, like steering into challenges when you have a hard workout in front of you, rather than just trying to get it done, just survive it, why not try to give it your all? And even if the workout beats you, you at least know you gave it your all. And don't lie to yourself in situations like that. So it came across the point where I was talking about a book called The Flinch, being like, we were talking personally about having ice showers, being like an ice cold shower. It doesn't seem comfortable. It doesn't seem cozy.
It still doesn't.
Not something that I want to do. But priming the neurological system to not have that flinch of when you turn the cold water on, you put your hand in and be like, oh man, why am I doing this? I don't have to. I can have a hot shower. Why don't I just have a hot shower? It's much more comfortable and relaxing. If you challenge your neurological system with struggles, being like ice cold showers, super hard, dirty workouts, pushing yourself, then when real life happens, you are used to the challenge, you're used to the struggle, and you can rise to the occasion better. Yeah, you're used to discomfort. What if the heat goes out to the house? What if your hot water tank gets shut off, and you're just comfortable taking a cold shower? Like, it's that book, The Flinch, is just like, it's priming the neurological system to be comfortable with struggle and not have to always do what's most comfortable. And you'll find that things in your life, good things that you want, lots of satisfaction, fulfillment, and growth come from outside of your comfort zone. So if you feel uncomfortable, rather than trying to avoid it, steer into it.
You're probably growing.
For an example, the weightlifting club that I joined at Valhalla, I joined that on my Christmas vacation, and it was uncomfortable for me. Reason being, I'm a gym rat, and I'm an outgoing, confident person, but like just going to a club where everybody knows everybody, and I'm the new kid on the block. It was a new experience that I haven't experienced for a while. So I was like asking people like, Diane, come with me. Brandon, come with me. Eljay, come with me. Like, someone come with me so I'm not alone.
I'm not alone.
Nobody would, but I'm like, I want this, and I know it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like the fact that I'm uncomfortable, so I'm going to go by myself. Boom, went by myself, met one person. Shout out to Isaac if he ever listens to this. One of the most friendliest, outgoing souls on the planet. He made me feel very comfortable and at home on my first day there. Share a platform, let's hang out, let's talk. The more and more I go now to Valhalla, I feel way better, and I'm making friends, and I'm like meeting people, and it feels like it's starting to feel more like home versus a big scary place where I'm by myself. And instead of just like backing out of it entirely because it was uncomfortable, it's made me grow and develop even more. So meeting new people, building new relationships.
And it comes to like this conclusion or principle that everything that you want out of life, 9 times out of 10 is outside your comfort zone. You got to be uncomfortable first to get it. School was never easy, right? Like university, college, whatever you do, like it's never easy. Building a good relationship, it's never easy, right? Asking the girl out, asking the girl of your dreams or the one that you want, never easy. Nothing's easy until you do it, get it done, get uncomfortable, and then all of a sudden, well, right? Was it easy buying this house? It wasn't easy. You got uncomfortable before you bought this house, and then when you got it.
Yeah. The best things in life normally require work. Like they say, if it's worth having, it's worth working for. And work is uncomfortable. It is work.
Time and work. Absolutely.
It's time and energy that you could spend doing something comfortable, like watching Netflix. But when you grind and you work hard for something, those are normally the things that you appreciate the most, that you're like most satisfied with. So like if the car of your dreams, somebody just gives it to you, it is a nice thing. Like, oh shit, I got a nice car. But if you save and work, the pride for that car is way, way different.
A little different.
Being like, oh man, you know how long I had to save my money to get that car? Like Curtis Howden is a good example of that. shout out to Curtis. He when he bought his truck, he bought this beautiful blue Tacoma truck. He told me he saved for it. He worked hard for it, and when he bought it, he's like, "Man, this means so much to me. I like worked my butt off to buy my dream truck, and now that it's here, it feels so good." Yeah. And his level of pride, you just sit in his truck, and he could just
can see it.
He was just so proud of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when you work for things, when you work hard for things, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, and try not to avoid discomfort. It usually the thing that you get after that, no matter what it is, financially, relationship, fitness, 9 times out of 10 it's good. Outcome's good. So
we'll catch you guys next time.
Are we recording this? Are you sure?
Is it? Did you press record?
I did this time. Thank you guys for listening.
Peace.